What is going on, guys? Cole here, playing some Gnomoria. I'm gonna be doing some like kind of tutorial walkthrough type things because Gnomoria is pretty hard to get a handle of. It's pretty hard to get started. There's no tutorial. It's an indie game. It's a very small development company, and it's pretty good though. It's fun. So I'm gonna be doing some tutorials to help you get your little village starter. It's a sandbox village builder. And right here we have the kingdom name, which you can randomize. Which there's some pretty good ones. Land of Brims, the Dreamy Darkness, the Dreamed Land, the Useless Swine. That'll be our kingdom name. Here's kingdom size and difficulty. You can go in advanced settings here, and you can look at it. You can click name, the kingdom size, which is actually how large the map is. I believe it is. A seed, you can do a seed because it'll do generate a random map. You can change the center of where your map is, I believe it is. That's something weird. I don't really mess with that. And here is how flat or tall mountains are for generation, how wide or narrow the hills are, smooth or bumpy. The difficulty here, it's if you're new to the sandbox creator type, village builder type games. For this one, it'd probably be better just to put it on easy or even peaceful. With peaceful, I read that you can actually change the difficulty later if you want. So starting on peaceful, if you don't know what you're doing, might be a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and start on normal though. I played a little bit, I'm still learning myself. Metal depth, I put on shallow. This is how deep the metal will spawn. You can actually read it here. Yeah. I like to put it on shallow, it's easier that way. The metal amount, you can make it increase it or decrease it. Enemy strength and attack rate, you can read them here, just the relative strength of enemy attacks, how often enemies attack, and the relative numbers enemies will attack. I'm just going to leave them all. And here's you can change the spawns and everything. And then we shall generate the Useless Swine. I'm going to just try to make some quick kind of tutorial let's play videos just to get started. I haven't gotten quite to the in-game stuff yet. You can build like traps and mechanisms. I think you can even build not gnomes. You have gnomes. You can build golems to do your bidding. But I mean, it's pretty good. It's fun if you once you get the hang of it. The hardest part is learning it. So that's why I'm making these videos. Also, the bigger you make the map, the longer it's going to take to generate. If you make a large map, it will take a while to generate. Okay, here we go. Alright. Let's look at our gnomes. It starts off paused. You can control the speed up top right there. Pause play and fast forward. If you go down control and scroll wheel, you can zoom in and out. If you're not holding down control, the scroll wheel will change the layers that you're on. As you see this mountain right here. You actually see it go down and up. Okie dokie. We start off with 9 gnomes, I believe, right? Yeah, 9. Okay. You start off with some goods. You got 3 pine crates here. It's got food in them. You can start with some wine and some hay and a couple of yaks and seed as well. Okay, so first of all, we want to choose where we want to build our kingdom. I'm kind of liking this hill right here. This is pretty cool looking. I like to build into hills. I just like the way it looks. That would give us plenty of room over here. And then this can be our farmland out here. But our only water is right over here. It's not really good. With water, because once your strawberry wine runs out, you can build a well. I think I'll just build a distillery. Okay, but anyway, I will cross that bridge when I get to it. I think I want to build this into this mountain over here. It's probably not best to actually build over here. Probably better to build by the water, but it's okay. So first of all, we're going to want. There's a few things that you want to do immediately. And one of them is to start making farms. Oh, no, wait. Let's do a pasture first. To make a pasture for our yaks to roam around in. Just make it over here. You have to make it so big, I think 34 squares or something like that. You can read up online. You need to make it so big so that you can have enough room for them to breed. Let's make it yaks. Make it a pasture. The priority, if you have multiple fields, you can set priority to which field gets tended to first. But, 5 is fine. Max is fine. Here's where you can choose their food. We have wheat straw, so I think it says they eat 1.4 a day. Something like that. The yaks do. Okay. Now we want to build some farms. We want to immediately get those farms going. Let's do just a 9x9 here. We'll do wheat, and we'll go ahead and do strawberries. And let's try to start making wine as soon as possible too, so that we don't run out of stuff to drink. Okay. So once I play, Gnomoria, it's really menu-y. It's more like you set up everything through menus, and then your gnomes just do it, because you don't have direct control over your gnomes. I can't just click on one and tell them to go do something. So I have to set all of their priorities and all of that correct in order for them to, in their jobs, for them to go do it just on their own. Let's set a stockpile as well, so we can move all this junk closer to our home. Something forage too. I want you guys to forage. That's cotton and strawberries. And get that junk out of the way. Let's make a stockpile right here. And once they get those strawberries out of the way. Okay. I don't want them to do wheat, so let's see. Here you just choose what you want to be in the stockpile. So we'll do cloth, that'll be fine for now. Not wood, I'll make a separate one for wood and dirt and stone and all that. I'll do food and drink. I'll go ahead and let them put plants in there. Which plants will be seeds, the clippings, which is what you use to grow trees, grain and straw. No, not grain and straw. That's what we don't want. Stockpile. What you want to do here is you want to make a stockpile, not straw. Make a separate stockpile next to your pasture so that your yaks don't have to travel very far to go eat, because they'll leave the pasture to go eat. So what you want to do is just make one right next to. What am I doing? So we want to make one. Oh my gosh. Right next to the pasture. And this one I only want wheat in this, or straw. Straw wheat. It's all the same thing. Okay. So we've got what I want them to do for now. As for all the farmers and the people who will provide, the gnomes who provide food for me. So the next thing you want to do is open this up and look at this. Now this is all my gnomes right here. They've got some really weird names. Ness, that's a cool name. Fizz, that, Spit, whatever. Yeah, okay, they got weird names. And here's their jobs. Their professions. Now what you want to do, because by default it specializes them. And this is more or less something you want to do later on in the game, because in the beginning you want your gnomes to be able to do a wide range of things, because you're going to need a lot. So in professions, we can just make new ones. And I like my farm ranchers. Farm kind of ranchers, they do the food gathering. I mean, they can build and things too, but I don't want them mining. So I want people specifically doing food and animals. And they're farmers and ranchers, they'll be franchers. And I don't want them messing with stone. I can have them, yeah, I'll do that. I'll let them do wood cutting and carpentry. I don't want them to do metal. Gems, I'm not even gonna mess with for a while. I mean, that's not a big deal. Miscellaneous, pottery, leatherwork, that's all later stuff. Engineering, that's late game. Rancher, definitely want them rancher. Agriculture, farming, cooking, brewing, I want them all on that. I want everybody on doctor so they can all take care of each other. And construction hauling, I'll go ahead and leave that on. Hauling, definitely. You want everybody to be able to haul. And here's their priorities. What they will, prioritize others over others. So when everything that's hospital up there too. The gnome's injured. I want them to be on that. I want them to be on that ship. Farm, agriculture, grow, pasture. Probably pasture than farm. I want them to really take care of the animals. Build, they're not going to be mining, so building, mechanic, I'm not worried about. Workshop, hauling. Okay, that's good enough for now. And you can set a uniform if you have like specific armor you want them to wear, but we'll just do default for now. So we're going to assign some of our gnomes with this new profession. Which he's a rancher, so his skills, which his gnome has his skills, and that's why specializing is better, but lengthy. With our new rancher. And so he'll be able to do all these things, and it shows all his skills as to what he can do in that. I'm going to go ahead and put my woodcutters. No, I'm having my farmers. No, I'll have my woodcutters as rangers too, it's fine. Because they've got the axes. So I want them to be able to fell trees and dig me wood. And now let's go make a new one for miners. Let's see. It'll be minorities. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but I'm not worried. And I want them to be messing with, mining, masonry, stone carving, that sounds good. I want them to be woodcutting as well. Though you only have 2 axes and 2 pickaxes, I believe, when you're starting out, so only those 2 people will be doing your mining and woodcutting. But metal, I want them messing with metal. Gems, I don't care about gems. I just don't want them ranching agriculture. Because I want to have them somewhat focused, not like too specific, but I want them somewhat focused on their jobs. Let's see. Hospital up there. Don't care. I don't know much about the mechanics, like being able to build stuff. I haven't quite gotten that far in there yet. Okay. And we'll go assign our builders as minorities. And it's not that okay. That sounded like a little racist. Completely not meant to be. And we'll set our miners as minorities. Okay. You can also click on each individual one and look at their stats as well, what they're doing. There's a move to and a follow. I haven't quite figured out those commands or if those even work yet. I haven't messed with that. You can also rename them if you wish. Their health, you can see what their health is, equipment, their skills, and professionals. Okay. Okay, so we have that set up. I mean, you can kind of experiment and set it up, figure out what works best for you. Now I'm going to... You can also use this hotbar to go through commands. You can right-click or use this hotbar. You can go mine wall. And I want them to mine all the way back into this. I think I gotta get rid of that hill first. So dig, ramp down. You can rotate. By default, it's set to the comma. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do this. This is what I need to do. Get on the right level. Sometimes when you're trying to build things, if you're on the wrong level, it can just really mess with it. I was trying to build a well and accidentally built it like too high. So that looks right. I want them to mine some wall. Mine me some rooms. And that way we can start putting our workshops, and we'll get into that. Yeah. There's something there. I don't know yet. You can hit E, and that'll make these empty error voxels that you can't see disappear. And F, yeah. F makes walls go down. See, it makes the walls go down. You can see past it. So it's pretty cool. So they're gonna be mining on that. I think that's good for now. We can move the crates. Let's move the crates over here too. In order to do that, it's kind of weird how they have it set up. So I want to build storage. I believe I have 3 crates, yeah. So I want them to move all 3 crates over here. Okay. And barrels, I have 2 barrels. And I had some bags. The crates hold things like logs, planks. They can hold like coal and food. Big, like, physical items. The barrels hold wine and drinks and things like that. The bags will hold seeds and small things. So, okay. Hit play and it's saving. And there he's taking our little yaks to the little pasture. These little dirt tiles right here are actually clay, I believe. Oop. Yeah, clay floor. And so once these guys... Oh, are they digging that down? Oh crap. I didn't want them to do that. I wanted to just get rid of these ramps right here. I wonder if I can throw them in. Oh, remove ramp. Okay, I used the wrong tool. Duh. That's water? What? Is that water? Oh, it's lapis lazuli. Okay, that scared me. I thought they were gonna, like, drown. Okay, that's weird. Does it go down? Oh, it's like a little mine shaft. Okay. Let me see if I can remove these ramps. There's a gnome's going to work. And we can terraform this right here later. This big hill right here. And you can also fast forward it. Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. And let them work, maybe get a little more established, and then I'll go over workbenches next. Because workbenches is it's like a crumb trail, and you have to build the right one first. And so that's a whole nother thing. So I'll be going over that next time.